Hey everybody, it's Dave again. Welcome to the Motley Dissonant channel. Tonight I'm going to introduce a new a series that I've been wanting to do. I've mentioned it before. It's recession proofing. If the incoming administration follows through with their promises, we're probably going to have a recession. They're saying it might be a real bad one, so I think it's worthwhile to prepare. I had planned on doing this already, but I had a recent conversation with somebody I know. I got to be real careful. I don't want to make anybody mad. But I mentioned what I'm doing with this channel, and I mentioned this series basically as a big thing that I wanted to do, and this person basically kind of downplayed the whole idea of a recession coming. This person's pretty well off and said, well, you know, my wife and I, we'll be fine. And it hit me like a brick. That was just such a lack of empathy. And empathy is like a basic human thing that we should all have. It helps the world, and I'm here to help. You know, I'm here to provide value, and for someone to say, "Oh, I'll be fine," you know, he will. But it was like a big screw you, you know. I don't care. So, anyways, it's kind of an inspiration for me to just get this going. You know, empathy is a good thing. I'm not saying go join UNICEF or adopt a blind cat, but, you know. Yeah, I'm using notes tonight. It's not really scripted, but I want to make sure I get everything in here on this introduction episode here. I'm not a doomsday prophet or a prepper normally. But my experience is the last time we had a recession, I didn't prepare. And there were warning signs. And experts of you know, it's not political, it's kind of, but it's going to be caused by political reasons. But I mean, I actually think it's going to be caused intentionally, but I don't want to get political about it. It's just the warning signs are there. Experts from both sides of the aisle are saying this. Yeah, and I think it's going to be swift. It's going to come on fast in 2025. I might be wrong. I think it's intentional. They know it. They're admitting it. And they're saying it's a good thing. I saw somebody said, yeah, Americans need a hardship every now and then. Yeah. Not quite sure I recovered from the last one. As an old Boy Scout, I thought I'd have a little fun here. This is from the early 80s. Open up to page 42, the Scout motto. Be prepared. Once a scout, always a scout. This motto, it was derived from the motto of the knights of old. Be always ready. I'm not going to stay on that too long, but be prepared. So, my way of looking at it is that, well, 99% of all species that ever lived on Earth are extinct. The ones that survived, humans including, were not the fittest, but the most adaptable. Not even necessarily the smartest, just the most adaptable. The most adaptable mindsets and the most accepting minds of change and the most able to be dynamic and handle things in the mind, those are the people who are going to be resilient through this. It's time to think outside the box. Sorry, I had to turn here. I've got a glare in my glasses, I just noticed. Anyway, time to think outside the box. Actually, no, not the box. The bucket. What did he say? You ever seen crabs in a bucket? I have. They all try to get out of the bucket. And they'll crawl all over each other and try to get out, and they just push each other down. Yeah, back in the day, I should have heard the warnings and listened and prepared or got out of the way, but I got scooped up into the bucket, like many. We need to get out of the way of the bucket. The bucket's coming. We need to take a mental inventory of what we have to lose. Job, car, house, even your spouse, your significant other. I've seen a lot of people, a lot of relationships break up over this, over money. No job is safe and secure. You need to realize that. Multiple income streams are always the best. I'm not a financial expert, but there are plenty of financial experts on YouTube to go to hear how to handle money. My hope for this series is to fill in the gaps between the financial experts and the doomsday preppers. I'm also not here to tell you about stockpiling food and guns and everything else. It's not my job here. I don't know how many episodes I'm going to do here. I'm going to just go with it. Here are some subjects I'd like to cover. Just to give you an example, I want to talk about planned and programmed obsolescence and service by replacement. We need to discuss that and realize what's going on. There's a big thing about right to repair right now. Companies blocking out from getting your things fixed or fixing them yourselves. I want to talk about the hazards of consumerism. We'll discuss, do you own your things or do they own you? Fixing stuff. Let's fix some stuff. Old stuff versus new. Are you one of those people that has to have new stuff? The old one's not good enough? I'll show you some of my stuff. Talk to you about how I fixed things. Do you really need that gym membership? That subscription? That cable bill? These are things I haven't had in a long time. I don't feel like I need them. Could you squeeze a side hustle into your schedule? These are just things to think about, Building a budget. Putting your expenses on paper from a 30,000-foot view. And prioritize them. Put your bad habits on there too. If you have any bad habits, you know who they are. I'm not your doctor or your therapist. But all the bad habits I've ever known about people doing, they cost money. Put that in your budget. Inflation always follows a recession. Yeah, like we need more of that. If we go into a recession, it's guaranteed. It's coming. That's a rule of thumb. Inflation follows a recession. And then just here at the end, I'm almost done. I wanted to tell you a cool little tidbit, a little fun fact. Rule of thumb came from the ancient Greek astronomers. At arm's distance with your thumb up from one side of your thumb to the other side of your thumb from your eyeball is 1 degree. So technically you could go like this around, all the way around the circle and get 360 degrees. I said that at a place where I worked one time, and they didn't believe me, so we actually measured our thumbs and the distance from our eyeball to the thumb, and made the triangle and did the calculation, and it was pretty darn close. Anyway, fun fact. So let's get ready. It can't hurt. Can't hurt to prepare. If it doesn't happen, you'll learn some things about yourself. It'll be good. You can't lose by preparing for this. Like I said, I'm not talking about money. I mean, I am, but I'm not going to give you financial advice. And I'm not a doomsday prepper. So, all that said, thanks for listening. I really appreciate each and every one of you, each and every view. Listen, subscribe, comment. Comments are great. So until next time, peace out.